What's going on, guys? So we are going to take the bikes out to get on the trail, and before we did that, I wanted to show you guys what my go-to method of carrying the bikes around in the truck is, because I know a lot of people kind of wonder, how do you carry them around? Do you just throw them in the bed of your truck? Do you put them on some type of a receiver holder? Do you take the front rim off and mount it to a plank? What do you do? So I wanted to take a moment and walk you through kind of what I do to carry the bikes around in the back of my truck. Alright, so I've been using this for a while and it works really well. This is a Thule over the tailgate mat, and basically it's exactly what it sounds like. It folds over the tailgate, strap it in place, and you simply set your bikes over the back of your tailgate with your wheel hanging out. It works really easily, it's very lightweight, it's easy to get your bikes on and off of it. Well, let me qualify that. It would be easier to get my bikes on and off if my truck was lower, but because my truck sits relatively high, it's a relatively high reach to put the bike over it. But it's definitely not bad. It's a very quick setup. What I don't care for about this is that I have to take it off if I want to close my bed cover. And that's the only gripe I have. Whenever we're at the trail, I don't like to keep my bed cover open, so I end up having to remove it, which means I have to pull the straps out from this little seal. You guys might remember I have this rock block seal here. It's a rubber membrane that kind of covers this gap. I've cut these holes in it that allow me to feed the straps through it and secure this in place. But again, once I secure it in place, the problem is I have to remove it whenever I get to the trail. Overall though, if you don't have that concern, if you don't have a bed cover on your vehicle, this is a phenomenal way to carry your bike because it allows you to carry several bikes and not worry about damaging them. If you just throw them in the bed of your truck, especially if your bikes are more expensive, you definitely take the risk of bending spokes, damaging components, or possibly scratching your frame, and those can be pretty important things to worry about, especially if you're going to go out riding and you want to have an undamaged bike when you get there and you want to have an undamaged bike when you get back. This specific holder, even though I've never loaded it up with a lot of bikes, can hold quite a few. I think the most I've ever put on here is 4, but I can hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bikes on here. And once you put the bike over it, you strap it down with this piece of Velcro right here, which essentially secures it in place. What I also like about this system is they put this flap here to allow me to still use the reverse camera and to gain access to the handle of the tailgate, which is really cool. A lot of them don't have that, so that's one of the reasons why the Thule system and a few others that have that would be my go-to method of carrying bikes. So this is a really high quality product. I believe this cost about $180, so it's not terribly expensive, and it can definitely protect your bikes. More importantly, allow you to carry several bikes out to the trail safely, whether they're road bikes or whether they're mountain bikes, whether they're trail bikes or BMX bikes. This gives you a lot of flexibility, and because it positions the bikes a little bit further towards the back, it gives you a little bit of room still in the bed of your truck to carry any other things you might need. Plus, I love the fact that it has these pockets here to hold other components, whether you have extra inner tubes you bring out with you, maybe a pump, things like that. You have the ability to carry them with you in this bag, so they're right at the back of the truck, ready for you whenever you hit the trail, and you don't have to go scrummaging around for them. So that's the system that I use. I absolutely enjoy it. We're going to go ahead and strap it in place, and then we're going to get the bikes on it so we can hit the trails. Okay, so the way you have to position this, you have these straps that come off of the bottom, and you're simply going to feed the strap through the gap between the tailgate up this hole. So what I need to do is I need to lift the tailgate slightly. I'm going to feed the strap up right here. I'm going to reach through here and grab it. So I grab the first strap. I'm going to feed it through the bottom right here and feed it through the top. Here, I'm going to keep it kind of loose right now so I can get the other side put on. Now we're on this side. Lift the tailgate up again a little bit. Reach in, grab the strap. Okay, I'm going to go through the harness here, feed it back through. The middle one is definitely the most difficult because you don't have access to the side of the tailgate to get to it. The easiest way for me, because I have this rubber seal, is I'll reach under and I'll pinch it in the rubber seal, and then I'll reach through here and I'll grab it. So let me show you what I mean. Kind of wedging it under where the rubber seal is creasing. I'll open it a little bit, and I'll go in here, and I'll pull the strap out. A lot of birds singing today. Okay, so I'll position this whole thing back a little bit, like that. and then I'll start from one end and I'll tighten it down. So what I want to do is I want to pull on the strap like this, and then I'm going to tighten the top part down. The reason why I'm pulling on the strap is because it's pulling the other side of it flat against the tailgate. And I'm pulling right here. And then one more. Just like that. So now I'm going to close the tailgate. And you can see everything's in place. If you don't have a tailgate camera, you can close that up and cover it up. But I really don't know why you would need to. You could probably keep that down all the time, because once the tire's over, it's really not impacting anything. But you still have use of your camera. We're going to go ahead and load the bikes in, and we'll go from here. Okay, so we got them loaded up, and the only thing that you may want to do if you don't have bikes spaced off this far and you're putting several on here, you might want to position the tire that way just so your calipers are faced out and you run a less likelihood of hitting your tire against a caliper when they're close together. But in this case, don't have to worry about it. That's what it looks like loaded up. They're very secured in here. They're not going to go anywhere simply because the way that they're positioned, the weight is keeping them in place. So there's not much I could do to knock these things out or to take them out. Plus, there's a strap that holds your down tube and that keeps them in place also. Anyways, guys, we're going to hit the trail. We're going to take these things out and have a good day today. Okay, just got done with 8 miles on the trail. It's a pretty good ride. Gonna load the bikes back up onto the Thule cover and take off to the house. Always have fun on the bike trails. Okay, so this is Brian's first time out with his Giant on the trail. What'd you think?
Loved it. I mean, I obviously need to practice more. Turning, going down stuff, and practicing jumps. And
Not ready for jumps yet?
no, I'm not ready for jumps. I need to practice more, get more confidence. Confidence is the key, and I need to work on it.
Building up speed, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You did good. I mean, you did the whole track, so that's good.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. Well, we'll keep doing it. That's all it takes. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll leave a link in the description of this video if you're interested in this Thule bed cover. This thing works real well. Really easy to load bikes. What'd you think about it?
Loved it. Loved it. Yeah, it was really easy to load bikes and they're super convenient.
Most of the people you probably watch on YouTube probably use something like this as well. Anyways, guys, I sure hope you enjoyed coming along with us today. If you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up. We'll talk to you again soon.